Community School District is experiencing another bus driver shortage as the new school year kicks off. The school district has invested in buses with partial seatbelt arrangements and air conditioning, but applicants are few and far between. In fact, some administrators have had to step in to take kids to and from school. One major reason for the shortage is the hours, but there is a demographic that seems to keep the school transportation program running.
A lot of the people that take a job like school bus driving are retired people or people that just want an additional income.
The Keokuk Community School District is still accepting bus driver applications. To find out how you can apply, just head to WGEM.com.